What to do, YouTube? It's your boy CR5 back with another video today. It's probably been exactly a week since I've uploaded. I'm gonna be so real with you guys. When I went home, I took a break. I had a lot going on, football, coaching, etc. All that good stuff like that. So I was like, instead of trying to make videos, I'm gonna take a little break, come back, cause nobody wants to overdo it and stuff like that. And on top of that, bro, it's fine. I got finals next week. Like, after I make this video, I'm about to go shower and I'm finna go study for a bit, and then I'm hopping on 2K before I go to work. So I just want to let you guys know, I'm having to do the video a little different today. I indeed did not get I forgot my headset, the one that I listen to music on. So, the batteries, that's cool. We're just gonna make this video quick. We're gonna make it nice and simple, get it done. Well, actually, hold on. Never mind. Anyway, today we are reacting to the worst gym deaths ever.
Squat press incident.
The squat press incident?
2023.
23?
Influencer Justin Vicky was training at Paradise Bali Gym in Sanur, Indonesia. He was 33 years old, a respected bodybuilder and personal trainer with over 30,000 followers on Instagram. He inspired people to help them transform their lives through fitness. Around noon, Vicky was attempting a squat press, a heavy one with about 460
well, I guess we're just gonna hold it, chat.
He'd done heavy squats before, posted videos of them, even called the squat exercise dangerous as hell in a video just days earlier, but he kept pushing. Vicky positioned himself with the loaded barbell. A spotter stood directly behind him. Another colleague
I seen this video, but I didn't see the finish.
And walked it back, got into position, then descended into the squat. As he went down, the weight pressed on his shoulders. Then he tried standing back up, his legs pushed, but something was wrong. He couldn't stand or get the weight up. Fatigue had set in. The weight was winning. Vicky fell back into a sitting position. Suddenly, the barbell rolled forward and dropped on the back of his neck. The spotter behind him tried holding the bar, but he was fatigued too. He lost his balance and fell backward with Vicky. The barbell crushed Vicky's neck and broke it, causing critical compression of vital nerves. He went unconscious immediately. Emergency services rushed him to the hospital. Surgeons performed emergency surgery. They tried to save him, but the injuries were too severe. Justin Vicky died shortly after the operation. The bench press tragedy.
Bro, I get the spotters wasn't ready, but like,
late one night,
this has always been like one of my biggest things, bro.
At the gym at Ampang Jaya,
you need a spotter at all times. But I feel like he should have had more spotters for that.
Estate agent.
Like at least 3 or 4, man.
That day, Wang visited the gym. He was alone, training by himself. Wang was doing bench presses, had loaded about 238 pounds onto the barbell. Not an extreme weight for an experienced lifter, but heavy enough to be dangerous without a spotter. He knew that. Everyone knows that. But he was training alone anyway. Wang lay back on the bench, lifted the bar off, lowered it to his chest, then pressed. The reps were going fine. Then all of a sudden, fatigue set in. On one rep, he couldn't get the bar back up. The barbell came down on his chest. He tried pushing it off, but 238 pounds was too heavy. He was trapped, the bar pressing on him, making it hard to breathe and impossible to escape. There was nobody there to help, nobody to lift the bar off him. He struggled under the weight, trying to breathe, but the bar kept pressing down. His strength was fading. Time passed, and eventually, Wang stopped struggling. He stopped breathing. The weight had won. Hours later, his friend found him, still on the bench with the barbell across his neck and chest. He'd been dead for hours. The treadmill window incident. On June 18th, 2024,
treadmill window?
An Asian woman was working out on a treadmill at a gym. The gym was located on the upper floor of a building in Pontiac.
I feel like this is stupid on the gym. Why would you have a treadmill facing backwards toward the window instead of towards right?
Steady pace, nothing extreme.
Especially when accidents happen.
At 1 p.m., while exercising on a treadmill, a freaking accident happened. She took a quick break to wipe her face. All of a sudden, she lost her balance and stumbled. Behind the treadmill, about 24 inches away, was a window, a large window that was left open. The impact caused her body to move backward. Immediately, she fell out of the gym window from a 3-story building into the open air. There was nothing to grab, nothing to stop the fall, just gravity pulling her down. The impact was catastrophic. She hit the ground and sustained severe head injuries. People on the street saw her fall. There was nothing the doctors could do. She was later pronounced dead.
No.
The Smith Machine incident. On October 16th, 2024, 21-year-old medical student Mohammed Faraj was working out at the University of East Anglia's sports park in North.
He ain't stand no
He was a
chance,
medical
Chad.
student, studying to save lives, training to stay healthy. That day, C was
You
performing
not doing your shit.
while standing on a plastic aerobic step. During a set, the step tipped and he slipped.
Yeah, I mean,
causing the
you can talk though. It don't, it's not gonna fake
103-pound
nothing.
bar
This right here
to
keep
drop
it.
his
Yeah.
neck toward the ground.
Yeah.
The safety catch should have locked itself. It should have stopped the bar from falling, but the catch had been left at the lowest setting, so it didn't. The loaded barbell struck Barry's neck and head. The impact was severe, crushing him. He went down. Others in the gym rushed over, called for help. Emergency services arrived quickly.
You might have to wait. You might have to.
Doctors tried treating the head and neck trauma, but the injuries were too severe. Mohammed Faraj died from his injuries. A young man studying to heal others, dead because a
Yeah.
piece of gym equipment.
You gotta go to the business office of that.
I emailed the business office.
The barbell
No,
squats incident.
not the business.
On
You're gonna have to go
August
to
23rd,
admit. You're gonna have to go in there, have them do it.
22-year-old
That's what I have to do when I have my stuff done.
was working out at fitness sports gym in Torreon, Mexico. She was a nursery school teacher, passionate about fitness. She'd visit the gym regularly and take care of her health. That afternoon was supposed to be a routine squat exercise. Esparza was lifting weights, moving between machines. Everything seemed normal. Then something changed. Esparza suddenly felt off. She collapsed right there on the gym floor. Just went down. Her body hit the floor hard. People rushed over immediately, called her name and tried getting a response. But Esparza wasn't responding. Although the specific details of her workout are unknown, it is
How could she have passed out?
tragically wrong during her barbell squat.
Did she do it too
Medics
much?
arrived promptly and took over the resuscitation efforts. But despite their efforts, she was pronounced dead at the scene.
Dang, bro.
The anoxemia. Anoxemia is a severe lack of oxygen in the blood.
She wasn't breathing enough.
Significant danger.
Guys, remember when you're working out, you need to take at least a 30-second break in between your
While trying to
workouts.
compensate for low
If
blood
not, you're gonna end up hurting yourself.
No warning, no previous symptoms. Her family was devastated.
You don't take a slight 30-second break.
Healthy.
You know you take a small break.
There was no reason to expect this. No indication that
It's nothing. Sometimes it's nothing you can really do though, chat. You gotta be careful though, so you don't end up like her. Now you're in a TikTok. Now you're in a YouTube video.
Mata Esparza went to the gym to improve her health, to stay fit, to take care of herself, and she died there on the gym floor, surrounded by strangers. Her passion for fitness couldn't save her from her own heart giving out.
Dang, y'all gonna the bench press
December
incident?
2016,
Oh no, another one?
Thompson was working out at a gym in Ankeny, Iowa. He was a student at Iowa State University, an athlete, into fitness and strength training. That day, he was doing bench presses at Elite Edge Transformation Center. Thompson had loaded 315 pounds.
Oh, 315. Who was spotting him?
Unusual for experienced lifters.
Who was spotting him?
Position on the
Why are they now on both sides?
racked above him. He was ready to press. Thompson lifted the bar off the rack, brought it down to his chest, then pressed. The bar went up. He was handling the weight. Seemed fine, but
And
something
then it
went
slipped.
wrong on the next rep. The barbell slipped from his grip and came crashing down onto
I knew it.
According to multiple reports, spotters were present in the gym at the time, but the accident happened so suddenly that there wasn't enough time to react. The bar struck his throat with full force before anyone could intervene. The impact crushed his airway, making it impossible to breathe. Gym staff and other lifters rushed to help, lifted the weight off him, and called emergency services. Paramedics arrived quickly and tried to resuscitate him.
That's why. So the way they teach us to spot, you keep your hands on the bar the entire
was later
time.
pronounced dead.
No matter what,
Treadmill
you don't know what can
On
happen.
July 20th, 2023, 24-year-old Saksham Pruthi.
It's always
arrived
been
at
like
the
a
gym in
really
Delhi,
big fear of mine that
It
I
was
can get
early
crushed by
morning.
weight. That's
Around
why
7:30 a.m., Pruthi
I don't. If I'm by myself, I don't
was a
put on
regular.
crazy weight.
The gym
Only way I
was
put on crazy weight is
A
if
few
there's
other
other people in the
members
gym with me.
Pruthi got on a treadmill and started his warm-up. He gradually increased the speed. Everything seemed normal. Then Pruthi began to feel something unusual. A shock. An electrical current was running through his body. Pruthi tried getting off, but the current kept flowing. His muscles contracted, seized up. He couldn't control his movements. Other gym members noticed. They saw Pruthi convulsing on the treadmill, rushed over to where he was and tried pulling him off, but they felt shocks too. Someone finally managed to turn off the power and pull Pruthi away from the machine. He collapsed and became unresponsive. Someone started CPR. Someone else.
Why was that the first thought to cut off the treadmill?
Severe. His heart had stopped. His system had shut down. Paramedics arrived, took over, rushed Pruthi to the hospital, but there was nothing they could do.
Bro,
Electrocution
what?
had been fatal. Saksham Pruthi was pronounced
Who was he beefing
the
with?
machine and never stepped off alive.
Raiden?
Open air gym.
To it. Open air gym.
13th, 2024, A 4-year-old boy was playing at an open-air gym in West Delhi, Modi Nagar. These outdoor gyms are common in India. Free equipment is set up in parks and public spaces for adults to exercise. But children play there too. The boy was with his family, playing near the equipment, climbing on things, being a child, although the equipment wasn't designed for kids. But there were no restrictions, no supervision, no barriers keeping children away. As the boy was playing, something shifted. He got hit by loose gym equipment. The metal frame landed on him. The weight crushed him. He went down immediately. Those nearby saw him collapse and rushed over to where he was. They lifted the equipment off him, but he wasn't moving, wasn't responsive. Blood everywhere. Someone called an ambulance. They tried helping him. They tried to stop the bleeding, but the injuries were too severe. The crushing trauma was too extensive. The boy was rushed to the hospital. Doctors tried saving him, performed emergency procedures, but he didn't make it. He was later pronounced dead on arrival. Squad incident. On February 18th, 2025, 17-year-old
2025
arrived at her gym in Bikaner.
this year.
She was a gold medalist powerlifter who had won at the Junior National Games just months earlier. She was a rising star in Indian powerlifting. That afternoon, she was preparing for her next competition. The gym was quiet, just Yashtika, her coach, and a few others watching. She was attempting a squat, a heavy squat. Almost 600 pounds were loaded on the bar.
No, where's the
heavy before? Yashtika positioned herself under the bar, wore a lifting belt.
Bro, I don't believe. Where are the safety racks, gang?
Stood behind her as a spotter.
I get it, like, you know, they're supposed to be there, but
the bar off the rack. The weight settled on her shoulders. She stepped backward to clear the rack. As she tried to step down to the elevated platform, something horrific happened. Yashtika lost her balance and fell backward. The weight shifted, 600 pounds pushing her down. Her coach tried.
No!
Weight
Fuck!
Too heavy, too fast. She hit the ground in a seated position. The barbell landed on her neck. The impact was instant. Her neck bone broke under the force. She went motionless immediately. Her coach had minor injuries from trying to help. Others rushed over, called for an ambulance, but Yashtika wasn't responding. She was rushed to the hospital.
Gang,
Doctors tried everything.
Would I be doing box squats? I know y'all be like, bro, why do you have so many theories you keep listening? Because I can't help it. I've had back squats like when you rock back. I'm just having that had 225. I walked back. My shit got like right here.
In September 2000,
y'all understand how far my life started flashing. I had to lean back real quick to make sure that it didn't crush my shit.
Began another workout
because stuff like this happens
countless times before. Hughes was a retired catering assistant and had spent years training in his flat. He had the full setup in his bedroom, including a bench and weights, and lifting was a core part of his routine. That afternoon, he was alone at home. He loaded his barbell with roughly 132 pounds, a manageable weight for his experience. He lay back on the bench, gripped the bar, and began his set. But something went wrong. The exact cause is unknown. It's impossible to determine if it was fatigue, a slipped grip, or a muscle giving out. The bar came down, and he couldn't push it back up. It dropped onto his chest and neck, trapping him under its weight. He fought to lift it or roll it off, but 132 pounds pressing across his throat was
Remember this, chat.
There was
if
no
you're lifting by yourself,
he lived alone.
Always lift without the clips on.
Hughes's strength faded, his breathing slowed, until finally, he went still.
That has to be terrible, bro.
Pinned by the weight he'd spent a lifetime mastering. 2 days later, around September 9th, 2023, neighbors who hadn't seen him grew concerned when his newspapers piled up. One neighbor, Philip Colligan, entered the unlocked flat. When he opened the bedroom door, he found Hughes still on the bench, the barbell resting across his neck, the scene frozen in silence. An inquest later concluded his death was an accident. Carl Hughes died doing what he loved, but he died alone. If you'd like to see more stories like this, make sure to subscribe.
Remember, chat, please be safe when y'all out here lifting, bro. If you don't have a spotter with you, always lift without the clips. If you don't have a spotter with you, lift with the safety bars. Always. You don't want, listen, man, at the end of the day, your life is worth more than some weights, guys. But with it being said, I hope you guys are being safe, staying warm, bro. It's really cold out here. You know, this Tennessee weather is very cold out here. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Anyway, your boy CR5 is out. Thank you guys for everything. I appreciate everything. We still got a goal. We gotta hit 500 subs. We gotta gain 500 more subs by the end of the month. Anyway, your boy's out. Deuces.